Today on Monkey Life, Allison heads to the Midlands to pick up a marmoset found wandering the streets of Wolverhampton.
It was seen running loose in a back garden and then sprinted inside somebody's house when they were putting their washing out.
After 14 years at the park and a much healthier lifestyle, previously hefty orangutan O'Sheen is persuaded onto the scales by Jeremy.
Let go. Go, girl. Okay.
And recently arrived Saki monkey Neva gives new mate Desmond the runaround. Monkey World in Dorset, buried deep in the English countryside, is the largest sanctuary of its kind on the planet. The team, led by Dr. Alison Cronin, rescue and rehabilitate abused and unwanted primates from all over the world.
You just never know how it's going to work.
The park provides a home for more than 260 primates from 24 different species. Allison has made a 4-hour journey to Wolverhampton to answer an SOS call from a local animal rescue organisation. Wings and Paws have taken in a Jeffroy's marmoset, who's being cared for by one of their volunteers.
Always the interesting bit, never know what you're going to find.
The marmoset, now named Marcel, is believed to be a male, but where he came from is something of a mystery.
Basically, it was seen a couple of weeks ago running loose in a back garden and then sprinted inside somebody's house when they were putting their washing out. So a local animal rescue organisation has taken it on and has been looking after, they've named him Marcel, been looking after Marcel in the meantime, waiting to see if anybody comes forward to claim their marmoset, and nobody has. It's hard to believe that a couple of weeks ago he survived several days out in the cold, but it's possible, I guess. So we're going to have to piece this together. It's a little bit of a mystery, and mainly try and get Marcel sorted out with an appropriate life.
It's not the first time Allison's rescued a marmoset found roaming the streets. Back in 2018, female Freya was found on scaffolding in the Tower Hamlets area of London.
It's really dangerous. You know, it's cold overnight. They can't survive the temperatures overnight. There's a world of danger out there for them. So it's just awful. And it's an indicator that, you know, the trade is growing and expanding. When you start finding marmosets running loose on the streets of Britain, there's a problem with the pet trade.
For the last 2 weeks, while the rescue organisation tried to find his owner, Marcel has been looked after by a volunteer local family. With no luck tracing his origins, Marcel has had a temporary home in a small cage in one of the children's bedrooms.
Hello, mister. It's okay. So he's lost part of his tail.
With his concerned carers watching on, Allison tries to gain Marcel's trust.
Right, let's see if we can make friends a bit. I brought some waxworms, also some crickets.
Ooh, it's okay.
Ooh. So what have you guys been feeding him?
When he first came, he was absolutely starving, so he was eating anything. So I shopped to the shop, got him some cashew nuts, strawberry the first day, and then I Googled and it said you shouldn't give him too many fruits. So he's had a bit of boiled egg. He really likes the mealworm.
Here, try that. Try that one. It's tasty.
I feed him, but he spends, obviously it's Jacob's bedroom, so he's used to Jacob. And he sleeps in, that's his little bed that he absolutely loves.
Okay, so it'll be interesting to get a weight on him. Don't like the look of those. Oh, there is some solid feces, I was going to say. Normally they're a bit more firm.
Yeah.
Allison isn't too concerned about Marcel's condition.
Pretty active, pretty alert. Missing a third of his tail. It's a boy. I see some solid feces, but then what looks like a bit of a splodge as well, so we'll check that out. Yeah, pretty good. His mobility's good.
Now the tricky bit, persuading Marcel into a travel box.
Let's see if I can just marry the box up
And see if
to
you'll
the
just get
door, and I'm gonna put some grapes and things inside of it. And then if it's okay, I'm gonna ask if I can steal his hammock. Scent marking is so important to them.
Allison adds a few tasty treats, while Jacob takes the chance to say goodbye. With the travel crate married up to the cage, it's time to tempt Marcel to take a leap of faith.
Good boy, Kim. Good boy.
Is he in?
He's in, I think. Yeah, he's in. Yeah, you good. Ta-da.
Amazing. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Marcel.
In a matter of seconds, he's in and secure.
He's pretty friendly.
He's calm, and it also is a testament to how you guys have looked after him. Thank you so much, because he's calm and confident, so that makes a big difference.
With Marcel content in the box, Allison takes the opportunity to collect a few samples.
This is just some of his poop that we'll look at in the hospital under a microscope, just to make sure that he doesn't have any parasites or bacteria that we need to deal with, so.
Allison is happy to assist Wings and Paws and take on Marcel. They've done their best for him over the last few weeks, but recognised he needed expert care.
Lovely.
Thank you. No. Best of luck with everything you guys do. Yeah.
It's been an unusual few weeks for the young male marmoset, but he's now on his way to a new life in Dorset. The nursery orangutans are all outside enjoying the warm sunshine, having fun, or in Oisin's case, relaxing. There are 6 members of the group. The 2 youngest are 6-year-old Hujan and Kyan, born just 2 weeks apart. Mimi and Rika, 2 young females, are a few years older and heading to adolescence. But 9-year-old Bulu Mata is already maturing. In the last year, his appearance has changed dramatically. He's bulked up, his fur has grown much longer, and he now has the classic Sumatran orangutan beard.
Bulu has always been and still is a very sweet animal. But now he's grown up and really his personality is starting to change. He is less reserved now. He will push his weight around a little bit. He is still really playful though, and we see him interacting a lot with the younger animals in the group, so that's really good to see. But all of those changes now that he's starting to come into adolescence are what we would expect from a dominant male.
Bulu Mata's size and personality change have led to one member of the group becoming a little wary of the adolescent male. 27-year-old Oisin.
The behaviours that Bulu is displaying are really subtle. So he's not chasing Oisin, he's not pulling her hair or being nasty. He'll just sit next to her when she doesn't want him to sit next to her, or hold her hand when she doesn't want her hand held. So they're not horrible, he's just proving a point.
Bulu is now bigger than Oisin in both size and weight. It's a real turnaround. When the female arrived from South Africa in 2010, she was obese, weighing in at 100 kilograms. Oisin's upbringing was unique. Her owner, Brenda, bought her from an Indonesian zoo when she was just a baby. Growing up, the female orangutan had the run of the house and was food obsessed.
That's the dog's food. That's the puppy's food, sis, man. Come. Of course it's Puffy. Let's go. What do you want? Yeah. Okay, here's your custard.
And she had the run of Brenda's ranch too. It was an enormous and emotional decision for Brenda to part with Oisin and allow her to come to Monkey World. But she was becoming too much for Brenda to handle, and she also realised the humanised female needed interaction with her own kind.
On here. No, on here.
A few weeks after she arrived, Jeremy persuaded O'Sheen onto the scales.
Give me a hand. Let go back. Good girl. Good girl. And now we got to wait. Good girl.
Fast forward 14 years and O'Sheen is less than half that weight. But with the others growing up and getting more competitive, the primate care staff want to check O'Sheen's weight, so they're going to try and get her on the scales again.
O'Sheen is massively food motivated. She loves her food, so getting her to eat is not a problem. It's partly getting her to eat the right foods, and we want her to be active to build up that muscle as well, so she doesn't just pile on and get a tubby belly. But obviously we can't just give her the nice foods like the fruits and the roots. She needs to eat the leafy, like the lettuces and the other vegetables as well. But if we make that too challenging to encourage her to move and the food isn't as motivating, then she's not going to do it. So it is a really tricky balance.
Come on, darling. Come on.
Animal director Jeremy has arrived to help with the weigh-in. He first met O'Sheen in South Africa and encouraged her to sit on the scales because her obesity was a serious medical condition.
OK, everyone ready?
Yep. Come on, Sheeny. Sit in there. What does it say? Okay. Let go. Let go. Good girl. OK. Right.
40.3.
Right, now through here. Come on.
Good girl, O'Sheen.
40.3.
Yeah.
With a high-value treat as a reward, O'Sheen weighs in at 40.3 kilograms, a good weight for an adult female orangutan.
We're now at the point, really, where we don't want her to lose any more. It's just important that she has all of that muscle. She won't have as much as some of the other individuals just because the way that she's grown up. But she needs to be healthy. So she has the healthy diet. So we just need to make sure now that she's eating enough and moving around enough that we've got her at a stable weight. And now we know where we are with her, we can tweak her supplementary food in line with that to make sure that we are starting to put on that weight a bit more.
The group is still young and playful, but they're all growing up, and changes in the future are inevitable. The sun is out on a lovely autumn day, and the park's 3 spider monkeys are sunbathing in one of their favourite spots, an outside tunnel. The trio are about to be given an unusual fruit they haven't sampled before.
Does that look delicious?
Medlars.
Yeah? They've come over and everybody's had a good look, so yeah, I think they'll be quite excited to see what these are. They've never seen them before.
Katie is skewering the fruit on the trees and shrubs in the enclosure to encourage natural feeding behaviour and persuade the trio to use their bodies as they would in the wild. It's known as suspensory feeding.
They're going to have to forage around, they're going to have to climb a little bit and try and get hold of them.
The medlar fruits look like a cross between an apple and rosehip. But what will the 3 spider monkeys make of them?
OK, so...
Female pumpkin is first in. She carefully examines one of the fruits on a branch. She's picky. Some are more ripe than others, and she tries another. That's not right either. Hanging from her long prehensile tail, she reaches down for another fruit. In the wild, spider monkeys are known to eat more than 250 species of fruit, which makes up more than half of their varied diet. Flint is also on the lookout for a juicy, ripe medlar. He's one of 2 males in the group. The other is Hickory, who's quite a bit older.
They've been trying the foods. Some of them have stopped and ate them, so they're definitely intrigued, but I'm not sure it's their favourite food to date.
In the wild, spider monkey groups are led by males, but female pumpkin is in charge of this trio, and she's very food-focused. Hickory normally hangs back and lets his housemates get stuck in first. But today, he joins in straight away.
He quite often likes novel things. When we give them new bits of enrichment, one of his first reactions is often to come over and laugh about it. He sometimes holds back a little bit when it comes to food. He'll let the other two investigate, and then he'll go over after once they've lost interest a little bit. So, yeah, he definitely seems to like the fact that it's something new going on.
All three spider monkeys now seem taken with the meddlers, which have a flavour similar to apple puree mixed with citrus.
Pumpkin's making lots of happy noises. She's obviously enjoying the fact that there's new stuff going on. Yeah, so it's just kind of the noise she makes when she's happy. It's a very strange kind of noise, yeah. There's nothing else I can think of that sounds quite like a spider monkey happy noise.
Pumpkin, Flint and Hickory eventually have their fill and head back to their favourite spot to enjoy the sunshine. It's almost 2 months since Saki monkey Neva arrived from Combe Martin Wildlife Park in Devon as a companion for Desmond. It was a big move for the 6-year-old adult female, but she's settled in well, and her relationship with the park's male Saki is going from strength to strength.
She was quite nervous when she arrived, lots of weird sounds and noises for her to get used to. Even though she's zoo-bred animal, she was also a little bit nervous about the public. I think the window was just a bit closer than what she was used to. But now she's doing really, really well. She's settled in lovely. She's formed a really nice tight bond with Desmond now. We're starting to see lots of really lovely grooming sessions. We've got quite a lot of sun at the moment, so big sunbathing and grooming sessions happening. And she really doesn't care about her weird adoptive son, which is Loki the marmoset, who also lives in that enclosure.
Neva is very different from Desmond's former partner, Chloe, who was 30 years old when she passed away. This young female is confident and incredibly agile, particularly when navigating the ramps and branches in the outdoor enclosure. It's been a bit of an eye-opener for Desmond.
She's really curious, she's reaching around for leaves, she's looking at all of the blossoms and the buds and things that are coming through, and she's just really using the space. And I think Desmond is finding that a bit weird, that he's got a female that's sort of running here, there and everywhere, and he's got to keep up because he was used to a much more sedate lifestyle when Chloe was around.
The third member of the household, marmoset Loki, who doesn't get on well with other marmosets, is also benefiting from the arrival of the young newcomer. He's happier living with the Sakis than with others of his own kind. But the team were a bit concerned how he might take to the new lively female.
So Loki actually seems quite happy that there's a new female Saki. We've seen them coexist. They'll sort of eat in the same areas. They don't bother each other. But we didn't think there was much relationship there going on. But actually, when Chloe passed away, Loki was a bit out of sorts. He was a bit quiet. He was a bit weirded out by everything. I mean, he actually seems really, really relaxed. And I don't know whether it's having this sort of younger, energetic animal in the enclosure. He is bouncing around through foliage. He's playing. He's sort of here, there, and everywhere. And he seems to have a little bit of a new lease of life as well.
It's a positive result all round. Loki has his bounce back, and Desmond has a new love interest.
So we're just delighted that this has gone so well. Now we've managed to get him this young female, even if she's keeping on his toes a little bit. It's just absolutely wonderful. So couldn't be happier that we've got a loved up match.
Following a 4-hour journey from the Midlands, Allison has arrived back at the park with Marcel, a male Jeffroy's marmoset found wandering the streets of Wolverhampton.
So, I think he's an escape artist.
Oh no.
He's missing the end of his tail, but he sort of tested every bit of the box the whole way. Yeah.
Allison takes Marcel into the marmoset complex to release him into a temporary bedroom, where he can be assessed over the coming days.
There's some Jeffroys.
While they prepare, staff member Lee examines the fecal sample Allison collected earlier on to test for parasites. The results will help the team to assess Marcel's health and ensure no infections are passed on to any other primate. It doesn't take long for Lee to get the results.
Yeah, pretty boring, really. Didn't find anything. You know, it's always very interesting when you find things. But good news so far that his sample, from what I've seen, is clear of any parasites. So I'll let the team know. But I will ask for a second sample tomorrow so that I can double check.
Oh, Freya's looking at him like he looks nice.
Marcel is also getting a first look at his new housemates. Opposite him are Fred and Freya, also Geoffroy's marmosets, and a long-established pair at the park. Initially, Marcel will be able to see and hear his new neighbours, but without any physical contact. But first, Elle needs to persuade him out of his travel box.
Anytime you're ready.
Yeah.
Well, that was easy. Confident Marcel is straight out and onto the mesh for a look around.
Good boy.
He immediately demonstrates his mobility.
Moving around okay?
Yeah.
Elle opens up another slide, giving Marcel access to 2 bedrooms. While he explores his new surroundings, the team check his weight. By weighing the empty crate and subtracting the amount from one they took earlier with him in it, they get an accurate reading.
400 grams. So he's a fine weight. It's a good weight.
Despite the fact he's missing part of his tail, Allison is pleased with Marcel's overall condition.
He's a little bit sort of hunched up, but I think it's more him being puffed up, sort of showing off, and finding his feet. He's also been inside the box for 4 hours, so we'll have to see how he goes. But his mobility's good, his coat is good, he's missing 1/3 of his tail. He's a little bit scratchy. You know, we've had a few marmosets arrive from unknown circumstances, and I think he's going to be another one of those mysteries. But no, nice little lad, Marcel.
Because Marcel was an emergency rescue case, Allison doesn't have a companion lined up for him yet. Discussions will take place in the next few days about possible matches. Until then, the staff will concentrate on building up trust with the mystery stray marmoset and starting him on an appropriate diet. Hopefully, it won't be long before he's introduced to a potential partner and can begin a contented life with one of his own kind. Next time on Monkey Life. Operation Siamang. The team formulate a plan to move Sam and Sasak back across the park to their newly renovated home.
We've got a bigger crate, which we're hoping will be a lot less stressful for them.
And baby woolly monkey Lloyd tests out his climbing skills while Mum Zingu watches on.